US Bank Stadium, the place to be on Sunday.
That's because the Vikings will be taking on the San Francisco 49ers. This will be the first home game of the season, and Pauleen Lee inside US Bank this morning. Pauleen, she ditched the jacket. She's ready to take a run.
Have you stretched, Pauleen?
Oh, they told you? Oh, I'm never on the field. So like I was looking at it and I was like, man, the 40-yard dash, 40 yards is kind of far. And then photographer Nick Boki was like, you know what? You should do the 40-yard dash. So you said, you know what? Maybe I will. But you have to wait until the end of the segment to watch, because first I have to tell you about all the fun festivities that you can expect when you come to the game on Sunday. So first off, Vikings say you're going to have to be in your seat by 11:40. At least you should want to, because they've got this new fan open experience called Showtime, 360-degree experience, award-winning show to get you hyped for the game. And then you've got the flyover. You also have a full field flag, you know, the thing that covers the entire field. It's going to be pretty cool because 120 veterans and their spouses are going to come out and make that happen. And then PWHL Minnesota, or should I say Minnesota Frost, also getting a shout out for this game. But this game is going to be especially special because this is going to honor our Minnesota heroes, so our fallen officers, fallen first responders that were killed in the line of duty this year. So Minneapolis Police Officer Jamal Mitchell, Burnsville Police Officers Matthew Ruki and Paul Elmstrand, and firefighter paramedic Adam Finseth. So it's going to be a special one. You're not going to want to miss that. All right. Here goes nothing. I stretched. I spent time. I stretched. Producer Andy, I've tasked him with timing me. Did you guys know the record for the 40-yard dash was set at the combine this year? It was 4.21 seconds. And I don't have my tennis shoes on because I wore my other shoes, and I'm also wearing jeans. Never mind the fact that I am never dressed appropriately for this. But we're going to try it anyways.
Now, Pauleen.
Are you all ready for this?
Pauleen, I just want to say before, I'm thinking back to 2 weeks ago when you were at the state fair and you were doing some weaving through cones, and I'm just laying it out there now.
Do you see any cones out there?
I see no cones. I'm thinking safety first. Safety first. I want you to be safe. No cones out here this time.
I appreciate that.
You don't need to break any records.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. We don't want any records or bones broken this morning.
Oh, and I hear Adam in the back. I know he's going to chime in.
I said,
just watch Adam.
Please don't pull a hamstring.
We'll see what happens. All right, I stretched, so hopefully I won't. All right, producer Andy, are you ready with the clock? I'm going to shout when I'm done so he can stop the clock. All right, he says he's ready. All right, 3, 2, 1.
A barefoot. I somehow think that was longer than 4 seconds.
Are you sure you didn't change those times? Are you sure? 6.4 seconds? Oh my gosh, that was a lot further than I thought. Oh my gosh, 40 yards is really far. 4.21 seconds. I don't know how that was achieved at the combine. What is this life? Oh my gosh.
What is this like? That's good. Now, Pauleen, like your arms were like wailing. I just don't know how like aerodynamic this strategy.
A lot of times you want to be, you know.
But I am impressed. 6 seconds, 6.5 seconds, that's pretty good.
And the earbuds stayed in.
Yeah. The earbuds stayed. See, that's the thing.
Stayed in.
That's the thing about doing a live shot. You have to have a lot of coordination because you're listening. You know, you got things going on in your ear. You got to make sure you don't fall. So actually, all in all, that was very impressive. You did a great job, Pauleen.
I'm like still out of breath. And by the way, the Vikings COO, Andrew Miller, is over there. Pretty sure he saw it.
I'm sure he's not laughing at you.
Pretty excited. Yeah.
I don't think you're getting a one-day contract.
Okay, Pauleen, we're going to let you catch your breath, get something to drink, calm down a little bit.
We're going to talk with Andrew in our 7 o'clock show. So.
I can't wait to hear what he has to say about this, too. Pauleen Lee at US Bank Stadium.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, it's so good. Vikings fans, the wait is almost over. Minnesota hosts the San Francisco 49ers on Sunday for the first home game of the season.
Our Pauleen Lee is there. She is live this morning outside of US Bank Stadium with perhaps one of the Vikings' biggest fans. Pauleen, good morning.
Good morning, guys. Yeah, I would say we are fans. There are fans, and then there are super fans, like Jason Harmon, who came all the way from Arizona and woke up early to join us. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Yes, this is early. had to call my Uber at like 4 o'clock. He showed up at like 3:50. So
we appreciate you joining us. Hey, by the way, I love the outfit.
Yes, so do I.
Can you take a spin? Show us, show this off. This is nice. What are you wearing?
So this, I've never been asked that before. That was on the red carpet. This is the first drop from Unreal for the the NFL season this year. They're Minneapolis or St. Paul based.
Right, yep.
So this is their hometown drop. This will be available at US Bank Stadium when the gates open on Sunday.
And of course you had to get it first.
Yes. I think it was online earlier this week, and then yesterday it was at TCO and Mall of America, but anyone coming to the game, I believe even people without tickets can get in the locker room.
Yes, yep. Mm-hmm.
So there's the pants and then the track jacket.
Okay, the shoes don't come with it, but the shoes, I got to talk about the shoes. Tell me about the shoes.
So a couple of years ago was a special season.
Yes.
And I decided heading into the playoffs I needed special shoes.
Yeah.
And convinced my wife, who I believe is watching, to let me buy these shoes.
Oh.
And they're not quite as successful record-wise as my old pair. What? Falling apart. But
what's the record?
I think 2-2 currently.
Hey, that's not bad.
500.
Are you superstitious, or maybe just a little stitious?
Little stitious.
Little stitious.
I mean, my wife's probably shaking her head right now. No, I'm pretty superstitious.
Well, let's go back to that season because that's a special one. Viewers, you might recognize Jason because a couple of years ago, our station talked to Jason because he was the one who tweeted the Vikings and said, hey, can I get some free playoff tickets? And then they said, sure. And then Delta threw in a free round-trip flight. You were that guy, and that was like one of the most monumental moments ever.
That was crazy, especially, like I said it then, and I'll say it again. Like, I was just kind of meme posting. Like, nothing, there was like not even any likes on that tweet or anything. And I was sitting there talking to my boss, and I got a notification from Delta Airlines. And this was when you can start to pay for the verification. And I thought somebody was messing with me. Yeah. And then the next day, I was talking to you guys on the news.
Yep.
So.
Yep. By the way, we have to wrap, but I do have to ask you, the last time you talked to our John Lortzen, you said that you were expecting a baby boy. Baby boy is here, and you thought that you were going to name him Kirk
or Justin if we won the Super Bowl, which we did not.
So what is his name?
Case, after Case Keenum, who to this point has given me the happiest Vikings moment of my life.
Hey, all right. Okay, stick around, Jason. We have one more segment with him at 5:30. We're going to talk about the upcoming game, his thoughts, because, you know, game one, we kind of like blew it out of the water there. Yeah. How are we feeling about the season? We're going to talk about that coming up in about half an hour, guys.
Okay, he did not have me convinced about his super fandom until that very last part. Pauleen, he named his son Case. I love it.
It's a Minneapolis miracle.
Yep.
Yeah, we got to get his prediction for the score, too.
There's more to talk about.
There's more to talk about.
Yes.
Pauleen Lee outside US Bank Stadium for the home opener on Sunday. Pauleen, we'll check with you a little bit later. Thank you.
So Vikings home opener just 2 days away.
So a dominant start in game one taking on the Giants. Plenty of fans really excited for Sunday. We got a real test. That includes one special fan joining our Pauleen Lee from US Bank Stadium this morning. Pauleen, how are we feeling about the San Francisco 49ers?
I mean, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling hopeful, like most Vikings fans are at the beginning of the season, right? Yes, exactly. I know you're laughing, but you know you're feeling it too. So is Jason. Jason, how are you feeling?
I am excited.
Okay.
Optimistic.
Yep, spoken like a true Vikings fan.
But also, I've been a fan long enough to not get too optimistic just yet.
Okay.
Sunday is going to be a huge test.
Yep.
Obviously. But I'm feeling confident. Yeah. We have a really good shot at it.
You told me earlier you prepare for all scenarios, all outcomes.
Yeah, I have to plan ahead. So that I have like set reaction in place.
Yes, you can control your emotions here.
Pretty much.
Yes. So like first game we dominated. Yes. You weren't surprised. I mean, you were kind of surprised. You were pleasantly surprised, I would say, right?
I wasn't surprised we won. Yeah. It was the first time in 5 years I've seen us play a almost perfect game from start to finish on both sides of the ball. Normally, it was our biggest win since 2019.
Yeah. Normally, there's just one half where we just are not great.
Yeah.
So that game, we were pretty good. And so what does that mean for the rest of the season? Because I know, I mean, you, like a lot of Vikings fans, were pretty sad when JJ was hurt.
Yes.
Yes.
But, look, judging from Sunday, and I'm originally from Southern California, so I have some bias towards Sam Darnold, but Kevin O'Connell was in his bag.
Yeah.
Kids say, I guess. I'm not a kid anymore, so I don't know. But he called his best game by far. So I'm really excited to see what he has in store coming up this week.
Okay, now as you mentioned, you're originally from Southern California. You now live in Arizona. You have really no ties here. It was your dad who got you into the Vikings, and you actually do something a little special. You did something a little special before you came out here.
Yeah, so my dad, first team you ever saw on TV, and he passed away in 2015, but I have his old bomber jacket from the 90s. I didn't bring it on this trip because I want it to have longevity. But I was able just to, on our way out, just give it a good pat for good luck. It helped us during the Minneapolis Miracle, so I'm hoping it can help us throughout this weekend at least to get back home.
Well, hey, all right. And talk about superfan. He's been here for an entire week. He came here early just to see the sights and hang out with Vikings fans.
Yes.
And you wear something purple every day.
Pretty much, even at home. I have a Vikings polo I wear at work.
And in work too. Yes, he sports his Vikings fandom proud, guys. All right, Jason, thank you so much for joining us. Enjoy the game on Sunday. Guys, we have a busy morning ahead. We're going to go head inside US Bank Stadium. We're going to check out the field, see how clean and pristine and green it is. We're going to stop by the team store, check out what's new, and we're going to check out, we're going to chat with COO, Vikings COO and Andrew Miller as well this morning. So we've got a lot to get to. We'll send it back to you.
Yeah, and I love that story about his dad.
Jam-packed morning.
Give the bomber jacket a little pat for a little luck.
He didn't even get the bomber jacket. He's got his kid. He named his kid Case.
Yeah.
Set. You're good to go. Hey, how about US Bank Stadium? It's soon going to be full of purple and gold for everyone to see. Minnesota hosting the San Francisco 49ers on Sunday. This, of course, the first home game of the season. We want to check back in with our Pauleen Lee, who joins us from the stadium. And Pauleen, I understand you have a special guest this morning, Andrew Miller, the Vikings COO.
Yes, we will introduce you to him in just a minute, but first, we are in the team store. Sunday is going to be a great chance to come check out some of the new apparel. You got the Winter Warrior jerseys, always looking fresh, looking very sharp for the season, but once you come into the store, you make the first corner. This is the latest drop wall, so this is where all the new fun stuff is. You got the sweatshirts, the polos, the t-shirts. I actually do like this. This kind of caught my eye. This looks really cute, kind of the throwback, kind of vintage. I do like that. Got the hats, everything that you can think of, and someone else who's sporting some new apparel. We have the COO here, Andrew Miller. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
You're looking sharp yourself.
Thank you. I'm wearing the new Unreal drop. This is our fourth season partnering with Unreal, and the first time we put together a track outfit. So
Looks
this is
good.
a track suit. This is the top, the track jacket, and I'm really excited for fans to come out to US Bank Stadium and get it. They're going to have to get here early. There's limited supplies, but if they don't make it to the stadium, they can also get it at shop.vikings.com.
And let's talk about Sunday as well. You want to get here early, get in your seats by 11:40 because you got a new show open. What can you tell us about that?
I can't tell you much other than our fans should absolutely be in their seats at 11:40. This is our showtime. It's completely revamped, but it's award-winning. This is the best in the NFL, and really the great way for fans to get amped up and energized for kickoff. And right now we're in the calm before the storm, but the storm is definitely coming.
Yes, but that's the theme of the show, right?
That is the theme.
And it's a 360-degree experience. You can't tell us what that means, but that right there should get you in your seat at 11:40 here. And you've also got a lot of fun other festivities, but this game is also very important because it's going to honor our first responders who were killed in the line of duty. Why was that so important to you?
Yeah, I mean, it's always important for us between first responders and the military to give back to the people who are serving and protecting us. And unfortunately, we had some members of our community that were killed in the line of duty last year. And so we want to make sure that we're honoring their memory and their families.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Before I leave you, though, I did spot something, AJ, that I kind of wanted to try on. I want your thoughts on this. Because I saw this really nice bomber jacket that was green and purple. And you know me, AJ, that I cheer for the Vikings and the Packers.
This is not that week, Pauleen. This is not that week, Pauleen. P, this is not that week.
Andrew,
we're not doing that this week, P.
How do I look?
P, you look great, but this is not that week.
Part of your fanhood, but I do like the jacket and would highly encourage our fans to come in and check out this jacket.
I like it too. By the way, Andrew, did you see my 40-yard dash?
I heard it was a 6'4", and I will tell you, I'm not sure I've ever heard of a 6'4" in the combine. I will go back to Coach O'Connell and Kwesi and tell them we might have a diamond in the rough here.
Yes! One-day contract.
There you go.
Look at that. He's never heard of many 6'4s in a combine for a 40-yard dash. But you know what? That means something, AJ. It means something. Don't know what it means, but it means something. We'll send it back to you.
It means I'm not even going to say it. I'm just going to leave it alone. But Pauleen, just real quick, You know the rules. You know the rules. And I almost called you out on this earlier today, and I didn't do it with the green and the purple. This is not that week. We're playing the 49ers this week, Pauleen.
It's the team store, AJ.
It's the team store, but we're not talking about that team that starts with a P that's over in that other state. We're not doing that today. But you do look good. That's a good-looking jacket. Good-looking gear over there, too. So, have you caught your breath yet, real quick?
Yes, AJ. Although I did climb some stairs, so that was a little bit tough. But, I'm fine now. I'm fine.
All of our friends on the stream, we're going to post it later. Pauleen ran the 40-yard dash. And if we don't post it, I'm going to post it myself because I have the video, too. So, Pauleen Lee, we appreciate it. US Bank Stadium, great fun.